Hello guys and welcome to another short Unity tutorial. In this tutorial, we will see how we can make a trail effect with a mouse and touch swipes on mobile. So let's get started. We will be getting an effect like this where trails are made upon clicking the mouse button and moving it around, and the trail will follow along with it. In a mobile, upon swiping on the screen, this will work the same. I will just undo all the things I did to make it work and show you from the start how we will achieve this kind of effect. So now I just have this simple scene with a plane and two cubes, a camera and a light too. In the hierarchy, I will make a new empty game object. Let's name it Trail Maker. In the assets, I have this script called Cursor Trail. I will attach the script to the Trail Maker object. Now this script needs a line renderer and a camera. The other two values are clear speed. This is the rate at which the trail will clear as they are made. And now, in the end, we have distance from the camera, which will specify that how far the trails are made from the camera. Now for the line renderer, I will make a new empty game object. Let's name it Line Renderer. Now in the inspector, I will add the line renderer component to this object. Now if you haven't worked with a line renderer, let me give you an overview. It's quite simple. It has an array of positions in a vector 3, and it makes a line from one position to the other. If we have multiple positions, it will make a line from first position to the second position, and then from second position to the third, and so on. This graph defines the width of the line that will be made. Then we have a color property which will define what the color of the line is, and then some values to round the edge vertices. Now in the material tab, we have to assign it a material, otherwise it won't render anything. Let's select a material. For it, I will be using the default line material of Unity. It is present by default in every project you make, so just select it. Let's turn off its shadow. We won't be needing them anyway, and we won't be changing the rest of the properties. Let's just set the width of the line to around 0.5. Now I will make a prefab of this object by dragging it to the asset folder. After making its prefab, we won't be needing it in hierarchy, so let's delete it. Now in the script, I will assign the main camera, and in the line renderer, I will be assigning the prefab we just made. Let's play this scene and see what we get. Oh, that's just not right. So let's set the clear speed to 30 and the distance to around 35 and see what happens. Now we have our trail and it's working correctly. One tiny problem we are getting is that it is at the back of the object we have in our scene, and it should be over them like it is in the UI. Let's sort this problem out. We will make a new camera and set its flags to depth only so it becomes an overlay camera. Now I will make a new layer for our trail. Let's name this layer Trail. The prefab we made changed its layer to layer we just made that is Trail. Let's set the culling mask of our new camera to nothing, and then select the trail layer only. Basically, this camera will only render objects which have the layer trail selected. Now in the main camera, we have deselected the layer trail because we don't want this camera to render the trail, so just deselect the layer from the culling mask. Let's name this camera Trail Camera so it becomes a bit obvious. Assign the trail camera to the script and we are good to go. Now our trail is correctly being made above all the object in our scene, like it's a part of our UI. We could have done this in the canvas too, but the line renderer does not work in the 2D mode as all the UI is in 2D. So let's just set these values to 40. I will play around with some properties of the line renderer to make it look a bit good. Let's make a new key here. Click on it and a new key will be made. The mode is currently set to blend, so it will blend between the colors. I will set the first color to red. Let's use only 3 colors and delete this key. I will set the second color to green and the last one to blue. Let's test it out, and you can see the trail we made has 3 color blendings. Now you can set it to whatever color you like. Now the corner vertices are sharp, so let's make them a bit round. I will tweak with these values of corner vertices and the end cap vertices. Now they are round, as you can see. I want to make this trail like a cone shape, which is wide at the start and thin at the end. So in the width graph, I will add a new key at the end. Just right click and add a key. I will move this key upward so we get a curve on how the width will change according to the length of the line. Let's just drop this key down to the bottom, and there we go. We get a nice looking trail that follows along and vanishes from the end. For mobile, it will work the same as in the editor. Just touch and swipe your finger around to make the trail. This is a good visual effect seen in a lot of mobile games which have their controls with swiping on the screen. Let's check out the code. Now this is a very simple script. First, we have all our variables to make it short. What this script does is that on clicking the mouse button, it starts storing positions in a list where the mouse goes around and then passes these positions to the line renderer, and as the positions are made, they are also being removed, so it creates an effect like the line we just made clears out from behind. The link is available in the description to download the script. So this was all for this video. I hope you find it useful, and if you do, drop a like. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Thank you.